We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show and
Angela Stokes Monarch and Araya Berry Monarch.
And I'm pissed off.
Uh-oh.
I'm angry. Why?
Why?
Because information has been suppressed. And it's so basic. It's all about how the truth about healing from disease naturally. What makes me upset is because it's so basic and it works and it's being suppressed. Angela and I have traveled all around the world speaking at events, probably over 1,000 events in total. And we have literally met not dozens, not hundreds, not thousands, but probably tens and tens of thousands of people who have healed from practically every condition, ailment, or degenerative disease. Because we travel the circuit and the people here are trying to introduce us to their families. These are the people that have healed and we've witnessed it from doing this basic concept. It has nothing to do with raw foods, actually, as you're about to learn. She's angry too. She's pissed. So, what makes me so hurt and upset is I'm just tired of people having problems with disease or illnesses or ailments or conditions or whatever, and they have no clue how easy this is to do, and they come to me and they don't even listen. They listen to people telling them, oh, you should take this for that, or take this, or take that. You can't take something to heal from disease when it's all about toxicity that's built up in your body that needs to be removed. It's that simple. And let me tell you a story. Let's tell them a story about Dr. Ann Wigmore. Dr. Ann Wigmore, back in the 1980s, was helping heal thousands and thousands of people from all sorts of degenerative diseases. She actually had the highest success rate in naturally helping heal people. Ridiculous. I'm not even going to tell you what she's healed because I don't want to get in trouble here. But let me tell you this. There's a man in Iceland named Eiríkur. Eiríkur. By the way, she's teaching our child Icelandic, and I don't know, she's never going to use it.
Baba.
There's 10 Icelandic people in the world. Or in Ecuador. Okay. There's a nice man named Eiríkur who was Ann Wigmore's right-hand man. He witnessed all of this. And he was actually telling me how the pharmaceutical companies were blown away by this, and they kept visiting Ann Wigmore on occasion. And they were dumbfounded by the results she was having, pretty much almost all the time, helping heal people from disease. And this has nothing to do with raw food, which we'll talk about in a second. And ironically, Ann Wigmore happened to die in a fire in her office with all the paperwork she's ever had, kapoof.
Interesting.
I'm not making any accusations here, but it's obvious to me what is going on here. And Eiríkur told me she's pissed, she's angry, she's furious. He told me that right before Ann Wigmore died, she took a lot of her important books and started handing them to the important people she was around, such as Eric. I'm just going to call him Eiríkur.
You could call him Eric.
Okay. And she's like, I don't know if I'm going to be around for much longer. They didn't understand what was going on, and then she died in the fire. I don't know. This woman was healing many people in the 1980s. Yada, yada, yada. So let's talk about what her procedure was to help heal people.
Yes.
She pretty much threw everybody, you would go to her center, you would go on a raw food diet, and remember, you don't have to be on a raw food diet to do this, and you would get fed wheatgrass and blended meals of vegetables and, avocado or whatever. And also you would do enemas and colonics. Enemas every single day and colonics whenever you could. The number one reason why she had a high success rate in healing people from disease was because of the daily enemas. Now, this is where most people turn off, is when it comes to cleansing the colon. Usually in life, the things that are the most controversial are the most true. They don't want enemas that's what the hospitals used to use back in the 1900s. Like before the pharmaceutical companies came, it was the first thing the nurses would do. Those were the doctors. That's the first things they would use to help people, and sometimes it was just like that. And so I'm sure your doctors said that you can't do colonics or enemas for whatever reason, and they're unhealthy, and they'll give you like 100,000 reasons why. But this is the key. And I used to try to bring this very, because people get a little nervous about this type of thing. I used to try to bring this into people very slowly, like saying, oh, just do it every once in a while when you're trying to heal. Forget it. I'm talking about every single day. If you're trying to heal, this is what you got to do. The diet doesn't even need to be a raw food diet if you're doing this. This is the key. Now, some of you are probably thinking, when you cleanse the colon, you go to the bathroom 3 times a day. So there's this waste. It has nothing to do with the solid waste matter. It's good to get that stuff out, but we're talking about like acid from your liver, dead cells. When you remove all this stuff, your liver could dump more acid in all your organs, and it's just like this ongoing process. There's this one woman who actually became a colon hydrotherapist. She was on the brink of dying, and a woman handed her an enema bag. And she took the enema bag, started using it every day, and toxicity started coming out of every orifice of her body. Her genital area, her nose, her everything. And after a few months of doing this, she healed, and now she's a colon hydrotherapist. This is the key. It removes disease.
I'd like to say something.
Say it.
Ryan wants to say something too. Alright, we're back. So Dr. Ann Wigmore said that all illness, all disease comes down to 2 things: deficiencies and toxemia, toxicity in the body. So she was explaining how people have so much waste built up in their systems, especially in the intestines, that you have like all this toxicity in there. And then because of that toxicity, it's not so easy for people to absorb nutrients from the food they're intaking because their intestines are full of stuff. So, and aside from that, they're probably not even intaking food with that great nutrition anyway.
So what Angela was saying before Araya was going all nutso over this whole situation was Ann Wigmore said it has to do with either deficiency or toxicity. Due to the current state of the human population, 99 out of 100 times, all disease has to do with toxicity these days, meaning it has to do with a buildup of waste within the body, in the cells, deep. And so it's almost everything is removing that. So when the next time somebody tells you to take something, oh, you have a cold, maybe you should take echinacea or something like that, think twice, because it's the stuff that we need to get out. It's the disease that we need to get out. It kind of makes me laugh in the health food movement with people behind letters behind their names like MD or whatever, and they think they know what they're talking about when it's so simple as removing this junk from the body. Araya's so pissed that this information is suppressed that she had to take off. That's what's going on here. It is true that you don't need to cleanse your colon every single day in order to heal. Many people have done it this way, but the best shot that anybody has is doing this. I mean, there have been people who have attempted this new dietary lifestyle that didn't succeed. And cleansing the colon every single day or close to it is a key component in a lot of people's success. And it is true, you don't need to be on a 100% raw food diet to heal. Just a whole foods diet works, void of all processed foods, while cleansing the colon is awesome. For those of you that don't know what a whole foods diet is, I wrote an article on this video. It's similar to this video at therawfoodworld.com. Click articles, then click Matt's articles, and then go to the one, The Truth About Natural Healing. It's like one of the bottom ones. Read that entire article, and it says click here for a whole foods list, and you'll have a list of everything on a whole foods diet, including baked potatoes. I mean, I'm not an advocate of animal protein or eggs or stuff like that, but these types of things are things that people have healed with. So lots of abundance of foods, cleansing the colon, hopefully nourishing the body. That's key. And when we talk about colon cleansing, we're talking about with water. You don't have to add anything to the water. And the oral supplements for colon cleansing are a complete joke compared to this. One last thing. People, more modern day raw foodists, more the hip ones, they kind of bag on the Dr. Ann Wigmore look. A lot of her patients who are healing from disease are, they looked skinny, pale, and, frail. And these people were weak. And the difference here is they were going on an extreme raw food diet. They weren't even doing a raw food diet like with gourmet and stuff. They were just eating blended salads and wheatgrass juice and going the most extreme route in order to heal. And you can do that, but I'm just saying, if this is one reason why people could look skinny. So if you do a whole foods diet while incorporating these other foods, you won't become as skinny as some of her clients who were having such a high success rate in healing from disease. Yes. So it drives me nuts. I'm serious. To heal from disease, cleanse the colon. I'm tired of hearing people recommendations of, take this supplement or this health supplement or this health supplement to heal something when you got to remove the toxicity. This is the key. The disease is the waste. You got to get it out. Read the old school raw food books of people helping heal people from all sorts of diseases, such as Arnold Ehret, Dr. Norman Walker. These are the old school people that helped heal people from disease with such a high success rate. Read those books for the proof. It's so simple. Eat a healthy diet and cleanse the colon. That's it for everything. There's kids that have issues and they come up to me and they tried everything except for the free thing that costs nothing. Healing should be free and easy. All right. That's it. This process is so simple, and probably more than half of you are going to come up with excuses on why not to do this. Doctor's orders. I don't take orders from doctors or anybody for that matter. I get suggestions and advice. All right, and this is Mount Monarch. You can hear Oriah pissed off right now. And Angela Stokes, Monarch. And we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.